All right, so we did a video last week on some BMW N54 fuel injectors. We put a set of fresh Index 12s in the car. This video is going to be talking about the company that now makes them for BMW, the OEM, a company called Vitesco. Okay, now if we rewind to '06 when the N54 came out, these injectors were made by a company, Siemens VDO, which was owned by Continental AG. Now, common misconception is that Vitesco was a company that came into nowhere and now they're the OEM. No, what happened is in 2019, Continental AG spun off a new company. They made a new company, not a wholly owned subsidiary, just spun off another company called Vitesco to be able to handle, in this case, fuel injectors. And that company was called Vitesco. Now, this may have been done for a number of reasons. We may not be privy to the information that goes on behind the scenes, but companies do this for logistics, legal issues, financial reasons. When you get that big, it's easier to separate all of your eggs, okay? So think Dieselgate, right? When you have a liability, you can now shield yourself from that liability by saying this segment is going to go into a company that we're going to spin off, and in this case, it's Vitesco. Now, in October of 24, what no one's talking about, a company called Schaeffler, okay, think INA brand now, they own INA, Schaeffler came out and paid Continental AG to acquire Vitesco. Now, here's where it gets really incestuous. Schaeffler doesn't technically own Continental AG, but they do have, it's 46%, I think it's either voting rights, stocks, or shares, but they have a 46% interest in Continental without directly owning them. And they paid Continental to acquire Vitesco. So that gets a little confusing, but we had a guy who commented on the video that we posted about those injectors. He actually works in a production plant in Juarez, Mexico for Vitesco, where they make the injectors, and he claimed, I don't think he's lying, they also make map sensors and a bunch of other electrical components strictly for BMWs. So if I had to take a guess, with where we're going in the industry with electrification, it just made more sense for Continental to spin the company off, and I guarantee you some German knew back in 2019 that there were plans to eventually sell this company to Schaeffler. So the more you know, Vitesco, genuine BMW, Siemens VDO, nothing has changed as far as patents, designs, all the fun stuff. Vitesco is just a company that was made, for whatever reason, we'll never know, but it's the same injector, whether it's a Siemens VDO or Vitesco or genuine BMW. Vitesco's cheaper, genuine BMW is like another $150 per injector. They're the same Index 12 injector.